Alright, we are going to go ahead and get into this game. This is the the fifth round of the Go4LoL Cup number 49. 49, yes. I'm Rapid, and with me is Frank. Why don't you go ahead and introduce these teams and let us know what's going on.
Alright, well, we do have here, they go by the name number 99, I think it was, or something like that, or 99th. And that's going to be your blue side here. They're pretty high seed, and they're going to be going up against here Lzuruha.LoL, who, if you guys have been following my stuff, has been crushing the tournament thus far, beating out the 4th seed in a dominating fashion, and they are well known for going into the enemy jungle here just like this, and they have a pretty aggressive play style. Of course, you just going over the team comp here, these guys all matched up very nicely with exactly, I think, the characters that they wanted. The Jester been switching, of course, in between Misfortune and Graves throughout the tournament, and these other guys I'm not too sure about, but they're running right across that ward, and just like last game, this is exactly what happened last game. And with Lee Sin on the team, especially, and with that Skarner, Misfortune able to kite so well, and with Janna doing that pop-up against, you know, with these tight corridors, this is going to be a crazy level 1.
Man, I don't even know what to expect here, because they're right on top of the ward. Lee Sin is so good at catching them, and right now they know they have them trapped. They cannot move out against these turrets. They have to go down through this one choke point, and Lzuruha is perfectly positioned. They just need to stay in the brush. They know they will come here eventually after they get those raids, so they're going to let them do the raids, and they're just waiting here at level 1. No one's going to hit level 2, but if they back out the long way, then yeah, they're just going to go ahead and hit B, and that is the smart decision. They know they're going to get out of there. Here comes in Lzuruha. Lzuruha will move in on top of them. TEDstickles gets burst down almost immediately. He has to flash out, but they used all their cooldowns on him. Exploited is really low, but they are going to chase onto Dynasty 24-30. Will they be able to catch him? Actually, this is not going so well for them. TEDstickles jumps in there. First blood being taken by Talandra. I actually thought that was TEDstickles. Talandra picking that up. Slushy taking out Brand right there, and so 2 kills for nothing right now. TEDstickles actually gets caught once again, but he will use the exhaust to get out of there, and it looks like will Shyvana go down as well. The Ignite is still ticking, but will it get the last tick? No, the Jester will have to pick that up. Will he get the auto attack? The auto attack is good. Picks up the kill on Shyvana, and Lee Sin wants to go deep under that turret, but will he be... Oh my goodness, he's just going to back out. And 3-0 to start the game off for Lzuruha.
Yeah, and you know, I was just pointing that out to Rapid as we were coming into this game, explaining what happened last game. And is that not exactly what I mentioned last time? That ward going down onto that red buff, a beautiful, well thought out play, and these guys just using it twice in a row to a T, getting exactly what they wanted out of that. And you can see here, TEDstickles getting all the help he needs on that blue buff because he wants to save that smite so that he, I think, can go in here and steal the enemy's red buff, and he's just rushing over there, and if he gets this, he is going to be in a huge position here. Shyvana does have her smite up as well, and I don't know if he's going to be able to get there in time. Smite does go down here, but smiting the Wraith instead. A little anticlimactic there, and there's Shyvana just walking by as Skarner just wails away on these Wraiths, and it's going to leave her one measly half-health small Wraith. So this game really starting off with some crazy action, as Brand also going down very low in mid lane.
Yeah, wow, Brand got chunked there by Vlad, which is not something you say a whole lot. That's a level 2 transfusion. Apparently, it's pretty good, you know. Top lane, Olaf versus Lee Sin. Oh my goodness, he got counterpicked a little bit. If Talandra had gone like Irelia, Olaf would be just like crushing his face right now. But true damage evens things up, and Olaf, yeah, really strong top laner with the current metagame. We see pings going on down bottom lane. They know there's a ward there, so there's a ward in the bush and both wards in the tri-bush. But if TEDstickles decides to come in just straight through the river, he will be unable to be seen. So we'll see how this Skarner gank goes top lane, as it looks like TEDstickles is moving in for the gank on JJ. JJ gets jumped on instantaneously by Talandra, and takes all the damages going down on his face. The missed Lee Sin Q, but TEDstickles picks up the kill.
Yeah, and you know what? I can't deny that this is very...
Meanwhile, bot lane, oh my goodness, I hate to interrupt you, but the Jester just picks up Dynasty. Perfect knockup by Atomic. Atomic, a recent addition to their team, one of their newest members, plays an absolutely dominating Janna. And now that we're seeing, you know, Sona and Soraka, quote-unquote, brought into line, aka raped into the ground, Atomic is going to be a rare commodity as he is so good on Janna.
Yeah, and this is going to be fantastic to see how this is going to end up turning around here, as you do have actually Shyvana going to top lane. But like I mentioned, you know, just before this game, again, I was going over what happened last game with these guys. And if you guys have been following the my stream here, or just following my YouTube VODs, or wherever you guys are finding this, on Rapid Stream or whatever, this is precisely what happened last game. The gank top lane from Ted Stickles, the early level 1 kills, more kills actually this time, and then the kill bottom lane. Things just going so well. Up at top lane, though, some exchanges going down there in favor of this Olaf, and Talandra actually didn't go back and shop after that. That gank went down, so he's going to be forced to go back and try to set himself up that way. Because I think with all that true damage coming out of Olaf, and he's still up to 5 health potions now, having gone back and shopped, it's going to be a lot of... it's going to be really difficult to defend that one. The bottom lane, Digester here going very, very low.
Yeah, Digester took that boomerang, but with the double, oh my goodness, such amazing harass going out by Atomic. You don't really think of her as like that Sona level of harass, but she has really good ratios, and you just saw just how effective that is. And actually, Digester pushing in there. Will Shyvana be able to pick up the kill here? Actually, wow, Summoner Heal is popped, so Digester will live to see another day. Meanwhile, top lane, we see a Ted Stickles jumping in there onto Brand. Brand is having to run the long way around. Flashes a really, really bad angle. It looks like Ted Stickles just may be able to pick this up. Does not want to go under turret. He gets stunned under turret, but will be able to shield himself and get out of there with less than 200 health.
Yeah, well, that's absolutely wild. Top lane there, boom, down goes Olaf. So I was watching that one actually for a little while there too, because that was getting really dicey for the Olaf, and then finally Talandra able to jump in there and get that kill. And like I said, he went back and shopped, picked up those 2 Doran's Blades, and that is just way too much tankiness and damage to be dealing with there from a Lee Sin onto that Olaf. So really brutal there. Down at bottom lane here, Soraka and Sivir somehow not able to push out Digester on Misfortune, and just the Janna. Although Atomic is very good on Janna, that still doesn't mean that he's able to heal at all. So somehow, though, able to keep Digester in lane there and not forcing him to go back quite yet.
Yeah, one of the things about top lane, it is a wave, it oscillates, and once you know, it's at equilibrium, say both players are farming equally, ping's going off, they want to make sure that yeah, they know what's going on down there. Ward being placed by Slush there, and Olaf back into lane, but at a severe disadvantage. Like I was saying, it is an oscillating wave. Once it's at equilibrium, and then jungle messes it up, and then if you don't get that kill when you come back before the your opposing laner goes back and buys, then things just start to spiral out of control, and already we see such a commanding lead. Double Doran's boots and cloth armor for Talandra, who's just going to start dominating his lane.
Yeah, and the more that Olaf tries to go in for the harassment, the more likely he is that he's going to be hit by that Q, and that Q is huge amounts of damage, as you can see. Actually leveling up his E first here for Talandra's Lee Sin. Not sure exactly what, I think that might just be for pushing power, but he is obviously going to be able to get off a nice, juicy slow as soon as when that gank comes in. But against an Olaf with that ultimate, I think... I don't know if it's going to be necessarily all that effective. Up in mid lane here, though, you've got Vladimir doing a very nice job here, keeping his CS at 58 versus the 38 on Brand. And more so than that, you've got bottom lane at 46 versus 27 in favor of Lzuruha here. So nice stuff there, as Ted Stickles now coming for an invade, and not sure exactly if he's going to be able to catch this one out, though it looks like he will. He's watching it happen right now, and there's the smite. Unfortunately, preemptively smiting there. So no good for the steal on that red buff.
Wow, so close. He left it with like less than 50 health, so just a little bit of a mistake. And wow, Shyvana was like, dude, where did his health go? I kind of missed that. But yeah, JJ, I'm not sure how he did not die right there, but he lived with under 200 health, and that is a scary Olaf, as his attack speed is all the way up at 1.3 this early in the game to the 0.8 of Talandra, but you know, that is coupled with having, you know, less than 200 health. So Shyvana is actually going to run up here, and they may look for the dive onto JJ, because if he gets hit with one of those Lee Sin Qs, he could bait Lee Sin into what would be his untimely demise.
That was Well said indeed. And it looks like they're Olaf, they're throwing that axe, trying to get a little bit of damage done in the meantime, as Shyvana is still kind of, I think she's a little bit dedicated to this now. She has been here for a while, and she really wants this kill, but Lee Sin, as long as he's got creeps behind him, he is going to create a massive gap to that will not be closed there. And there it is. Wow, that E does a wicked amount of damage, and just like that, a blink of an eye, not to mention mid lane there getting ganked as well. Slushy picking up a kill in mid lane with the help of Skarner, and Ted Stickles just beating on that Olaf top lane, and this is really, really one-sided.
Wow, yeah, it's already 8-0, and this is, Lzuruha's just playing their game. They've dictated the entire pace of this game from that word placement to the initial 3-0 advantage. They are just, like, making these kids play. Yeah, they're just playing with them, and it's just not looking good. It's 8-0, Dragon's going to go to Lzuruha, and at 11 minutes into the game, they have 15,000 gold. Yeah, 16,000! Oh my goodness, what is this?
Yeah, and we're going to be saying 17,000 in a minute here once this dragon goes down, and a little bit more extra gold gets pounded on there by Lee Sin. So there we go, 17k at 11 minutes. This is absolutely brutal, and here's Digester is going to catch out this Soraka, who tried to get in there and place that ward, but with a nice ignite, uses up both heals there, and is this kill going to go down to Miss Fortune? She is chasing in here, and boom, there we go. Digester picks up that kill, and with Vladimir coming in there saying, hey, I want a piece of that, unfortunately dying a little bit too quickly for that Soraka, dying a little too quickly for Vlad's taste there, not being able to get his chops onto a piece of that Soraka there. And now this bottom lane here, the Jester, known for, as soon as there's one character in that lane, or Atomic especially as well, does really, really well. And that shield, man, too strong. So
oh my goodness, the level of trolls right there, those mind games are brutal. Like, bot lane is, like, top lane, you know, you just go like hard in the paint and you just want to kill the other guy. Bot lane, it's all about those mind games. It's who gets in the other guy's head and has the dominant position down there, because once you have that dominant position, you farm more and you just carry the game from that. And Digester just, oh my goodness, even Atomic getting in on those mind games, the shields, knowing that he could sustain through anything that Sivir had to throw at him, just using the big bully that is Digester down there to back him up, and such good teamwork.
Yeah, and one thing that you never want to see here is a level 9 and 2/3 Lee Sin versus the level 7 and 2/3 on the Olaf, so that's really, really detrimental up there. Olaf needs those levels, and as soon as he gets a level 5 on that E, that's going to spell a lot of pain, but he's only at level 3 right now. He's got another point in his W. However, here comes Lee Sin from behind with the red buff, and he is going to eat this Olaf alive. Cannot be disabled, but he can certainly be killed here. Unfortunately, though, I think Talandra won't be able to actually use his R, his ultimate there, to pick up that kill. But now with a 2v1, he still might be able to actually turn this one around, as you can see Shyvana there getting a little bit wary there, and boom, down goes the ultimate. Not going to work out so well. Down at bottom lane, actually, you've got a kill for Digester again, and back up at top, though, Lee Sin just pounding on these guys, and nobody can move him out of this lane.
He is just unstoppable. He has so much, like, life steal, so much sustain, having that Wriggles and double Doran's complete. It's looking like a Misfortune build. He's just so ridiculously tanky. He's been 1v2ing for so long. He's going to hopefully leave that Q on there. But low health going down top lane as Sivir falls as well. Ted Stickles going for a drive-by there, just running him over. Mid lane, more kills being picked up as Slush picks up the kill there. It is 0-12 at 14 minutes into the game. No surrender is going to be able to come for another 6 minutes. Meanwhile, Talandra going in on JJ. He gets out of there in a hurry, as that Olaf's health under turret is a little bit scary, so you definitely don't want to get cocky and throw things away. But right now, even if that were the case, I'm thinking Lzuruha is steamrolling their way to another victory.
Yeah, and you know, one thing that I said even last game that I've never seen before is double gold, but it's looking like it's going to turn into that. And here we go. Is the ultimate going to come out here from Talandra? He's jumping right on top of JJ here. JJ without the ultimate, 4 seconds away from the ultimate, would have removed the slow if he had just had it in the beginning of that. And another kill on this 4v1 here onto Shyvana, and Misfortune picks that one up. And when you start scaling your range AD into the late game, this is going to be absolutely crushing here. So we can really see the skill difference here in these guys, as this team is just getting rolled here. Red buff on Misfortune. Not going to get a kill, I don't think, but definitely going to do a lot of damage there to that Sivir. So wow, this is really painful, as only level 6 now. Level 6 and level 8 versus level 8 and level 10. So 4 levels the advantage here on bottom lane. Absolutely brutal. And mid lane's going to go down here as well, as Slush is doing work in this mid lane with Vladimir.
Yeah, I don't even know what to say. Bot lane, the Jester picking up a kill on Soraka once again. He's just standing there. He's just chunking there. That is what Misfortune is. She's that single target chunker, and that's just what she's doing. And right now, both Misfortune and Lee Sin are both at that level. Even Slush to some extent. They're at that level where you cannot be in lane against them. They're tanky enough to where they can go past your tower. And once towers stop mattering, you really need to have that advantage or that team comp. And wow, even bot lane, wow, the Jester finally going down. But nice dodge there of the Whirlwind. And it looks like, yeah, the Jester with his boots of swiftness are going to get out of there. Not actual boots of swiftness, it's boots of sluttiness, as I believe that is the name of the pass. Oh, it's strut. My bad. Totally misread that.
Yeah, that's boots of sluttiness.
Dude, it's Misfortune! What do you expect?
No, that's true. I do hear that she does own her own brothel. She's the headmistress of her own brothel out in the middle of Houston, I believe it was. So she's going to be getting away there just fine, as you mentioned. But back into this game, into the reality of things here. You've got no level 2 boots here, and really trying to work at level 2 boots here for Shyvana. And in mid lane, Triple Dorans versus full Will of the Ancients, and going into Merc Treads, it's looking... Oh, no, sorry. Null Magic Mantle is going to be for the Spirit Visage, as we saw that on Slushy last time. And it looks like here, with the ultimate coming out, but and the stun, nice job there, actually, from Brand, getting out the most amount of damage possible, but the most amount of damage that he can put out is just not good enough right now. And with that timer coming up now, this is on the dragon. This dragon's gonna go down. He literally walked there and it spawned on his way to the dragon. So down it's gonna go here with just the Janna alongside the Skarner to try to pick this one off. And does Skarner actually have... No, Skarner doesn't actually have a Wriggles right now. I think he just completely bypassed it because he doesn't need it at this point. But wow, well, we are not quite exactly double gold yet, but with this dragon going down, I think we're gonna see it. No, not there. It is more than double gold. The first time I've ever seen this in any game spectated ever, pro or otherwise, and it's happening here today, folks, with Lzruha versus Britannia something. I forget what their actual name is.
Yeah, it's either Britannia United, or if I can check this really fast, it is Hail Britannia.